Today's video is a little different, and in the future, when I have a larger following, I'd like to do more of these types of videos, just giving my advice and helping others out. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on when you're watching this. My name is Brandon Aries, and welcome to the Sanctuary. The other day, I got a message from an old friend of mine, and the message said, "Hey, I know it's been a while. Happy belated B-Day. Thanks. I'm reaching out because I know you make a lot of inspirational vids on YouTube that I love. Also, thanks. And I was wondering if you could maybe do one soon covering like how to learn to enjoy time by yourself. Not necessarily single, but meaning like not relying on friends and others for your own happiness. So you want to learn to enjoy time by yourself. Doesn't mean you're necessarily single, but you don't want to rely on your friends and all that for your own happiness. This kind of leads into finding your purpose in life and what makes you happy, what makes you want to get up in the morning and say, okay, this is what we're doing. I'm so excited. And you don't need other people to be happy. You know, you can be happy by yourself. It's very possible. And that's why there's things that you do or that you give yourself that make you happy on your own. You know, for instance, I like collecting Spider-Man action figures. I don't depend on other people to make me happy in that realm. I'm happy by myself in that realm. If other people want to join into that, that's awesome. I welcome them, but it still makes me happy independently. They then continue to say, and like not needing to constantly talk to people to feel loved, happy, important. Feeling loved, feeling happy, and feeling important don't need to come from other people as well. Feeling happy, you can make your own happiness. Feeling important, you should be important to yourself. You should be number one. You are your main priority. Feeling loved, we all want to feel loved from somebody else. But the biggest thing that we have to work on is loving ourselves. Love of self is very powerful. And I know it's not the same as feeling loved by someone else. It's something completely different. But in time, you build your own self-love. You do things for yourself. You take care of yourself. You treat yourself. Those are slowly ways that you can build up love of self, if that makes sense. Not getting upset when people focus on themselves more than you, and how you can learn to focus on yourself more than others when you're a super caring person. Okay, let me break this one up. Let me start with not getting upset when people focus on themselves more than you. Here's the thing. Everyone is focusing on their own thing, especially like at your age. I'm not going to mention your age, but you're at a very difficult time in your life. You're trying to figure out who you are and who you want to be in this world. Everyone in that age realm is. You're in college, you're figuring out your identity, who you wish to be in the future as, you know, an adult that's out of college with a 20 to 25 year career, whatever. People will be focusing on themselves more than you. And I know as a caring person myself, where I like to focus on others before myself, I had to learn to prioritize myself more than others at times. And don't get me wrong, I'm a super caring person as well. But sometimes you have to pick and choose when to prioritize yourself. How you can learn to focus on yourself more than others when you're a super caring person. When you're a super caring person, you care for everyone and then yourself. You kind of take the back seat, and we kind of put ourselves there on purpose because we want to see other people happy. That's what makes us happy. At the end of the day, we don't care about what makes us happy. We care about what makes them happy because that's what we want to see. It's like, as long as they can sleep okay, as long as there's a smile on their face, I'm good. However, I had learned that that can sometimes be very draining because when you're in a room by yourself, alone with your thoughts, sometimes those thoughts don't feel very nice. You start to ask questions like, when is it my turn to be happy? When do I get to be loved? When can I feel important? You see how this kind of tied into your earlier questions? Man, I'm on fire today. Another topic could also be like feeling anxious, thinking you did something wrong when people, quote, distance themselves, but you can't take that to heart and blah, blah. This is another great question. Sometimes when people distance themselves, it's because they don't want to involve anyone else in their problems. They might feel like they're a burden. So you, naturally being a caring person, you're going to get anxious because you're going to think it's you that did something wrong that caused the problem, when really it could be something that you don't even know about. So the best thing you can do in that situation, be supportive, be understanding, and just be there with that person. That shows not only that person that you're caring and understanding, but you're also giving them the space that they might need in order to figure out how to move forward. Oh, golly, man. Like I said, you're a very young person. Everyone around you, as well as you, are trying to figure out who they are in this world. So there's a lot of things that you're going to run into where you're like, how do I solve that? And that's where people like me come in and I help you. I come in and I give you this everyday life advice that kind of not only helps with your mental health, your physical health, your love of self, all of that. And I am more than happy to help in this situation. And if you have any other questions, you know where to find me. Take this. This is my advice. And take it to the bank. God, what am I, 90? And the last thing I'll leave you with is to focus on yourself. Love yourself. Be important to yourself. Find your own happiness that you don't have to rely on others for. Because at the end of the day, the only person you have is yourself. And you are worth it. That is a wrap on this week's video. Thank you all for watching. I hope this advice helped you. You know who I'm talking to. Yeah. Let me know if it did in the comments below, or you can DM me the same way you did. But if any of you liked this video, please be sure to give it a like. It is always so much appreciated here in the sanctuary for mental health, dating, everyday life advice, music, and movie reviews. Hit that subscribe button. And next to that is a notification bell for every week this lover boy is on your subscription feed. I'm also on Twitch every Wednesday night from either 7 to 10 or 8 to 11, or sometimes we go 7 to 11. You never know. This week we played Dead by Daylight, and that was a lot of fun with the Resident Evil chapter that just came out. And I've been wanting to play Dead by Daylight again for a while. So if I didn't see you this week, I'll see you next week. Folks, we are 2 weeks away from the Only Oni fall drop. Next week, I'm going to show some teasers, and I can't wait for this merch to drop. Remember, get it ready, onlyoni.com, and use code Aries for 10% off. For stream updates and YouTube uploads, please be sure to follow my socials, my Twitter, and my Instagram. Again, links will be in the description below, as well as all the equipment that I use for each and every video. Thank you all so much for watching. And in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Peace.